it is Sunday Simple Supper, and today I am going to show you guys how I make my chicken tacos. This is a crock pot meal. It's so simple, and I have not made it in a while. You guys may be, familiar with a video that I did where I was trying out some crock pot meals, and they were freezer meals. Now I have, with every recipe, with every single one, everybody kind of adapts it to, their liking, their family, and what they like. And that is exactly what I have done to this recipe. And I want to share it with you guys because I think it's definitely one of those things that should be in the cookbook, because it is my go-to for a quick dinner. There's nothing quicker. It's so simple. You just throw it all in a crock pot pretty much, and then you are ready to go for dinner. So today is actually Tuesday, and if you guys watch my videos, you guys know that Tuesday is my huge, busy day. We have piano lessons. My oldest son works 2 jobs today. My husband goes to work. My son goes to school. So when all of this takes place in a day's time, you need something fast. Today is my big house cleaning day, and I always try to arrange to have a good crock pot meal on a day that is today, Tuesday. A day like today. So I hope you guys enjoy my Sunday Simple Supper. So let's get started, and I'll show you exactly how I put this great meal together. Okay, so the very first thing that I do in this recipe is I have 3 large bell peppers, and I've already washed them. In fact, you can see they're still a little bit wet. But I just want to cut these up into slices, or like long strips, I guess you could say. First thing you want to do is remove this part of your green pepper, and then I wash it out again to get all the seeds out. Now a lot of people remove what I like to call the veins in the pepper, which is like this white section right here. I don't really cut those out. If they have seeds on them, I will pull it out, but I don't ever really actually remove that part. So I just want to cut these into strips. My green pepper cut up. Now I'm going to cut up these 3 small onions. Now my onions are small, but if I had large onions, I would probably just do 2 large onions. And you also want to cut these into thick strips as well. Okay, now that I have cut in strips my onions and my green peppers, I have my crock pot here, and it's wet because I just rinsed it out a little bit with water. I do it every time I use it because it sits out, and I'm always afraid dust gets in it or something, so I always wash my crock pot before I use it. And then I want to simply just spray the inside with a little bit of Pam spray. So that nothing sticks or whatever. Whew. Okay. Now, first thing I do is I lay all of my onion in the bottom. And I just take my hands and break it all up. And you can see it just cut perfectly into strips. It doesn't have to be broke up perfect because it's going to cook up, and these onions will shrink down as it cooks. Now usually I let this cook on low for about 5 hours. I want to say, and just double check your meat and just make sure that it's done. I don't want to overcook this, because it seems like if you overcook it, then your peppers and your onions, they kind of dissipate to nothing. And you want something whenever you know, because you want the peppers. That's what makes this so good. All right, I got all of my onion in there, I think. There we go. I'm gonna move my cutting board. My eyes are burning. And then I just want to simply put in all of my bell pepper. Just like that. That is simple enough. Now I want to get out my chicken out of the refrigerator. You want a boneless, skinless chicken breast. Just cutting the package open. And you just want to lay your chicken breast right on top of those veggies. And I try to do at least 5 chicken breasts, because I figure a breast per person. I can't even talk. Per person. So that is one whole package of breast. It's, trying to see how many pounds this is. It's 4.75. So, good bit of meat there. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Always wash your hands whenever you're dealing with meat. Okay. Now, first thing that I do is I put a little bit of salt, and I like to use a sea salt. My sea salt comes from Kirkland's in the grinder, whatever you want to call it. I love this salt. I think it is the best salt. Then I want to do fresh black pepper. And then on top of that, I want to add a McCormick Fajita seasoning. I want to make sure you guys can see that in the video. It's just a fajita seasoning. And I want to sprinkle that on top of the chicken. Now what I found when I first started making this is that the fajita seasoning was not enough seasoning for the amount of chicken that I was putting in the crock pot. So what I like to do is I like to add a half a package of the taco seasoning on top of that. And at Aldi's you can get taco seasoning. I think it's less than 50 cents a thing, and I just do half of this. Just sprinkle it right on top. Alright, and then I'm going to add about a cup of water and just pour it around the edges of the meat. I gotta get my measuring cup. Some recipes that I have seen for this, they actually put butter in it. I don't think it's necessary. Why add fat when it doesn't need fat? Okay, so I'm just going to pop this right into the crock pot. I'm going to put it on low, and whenever it is done, I'll show you what it looks like and how I prepare it. Okay, it's kind of dark on this side, but I just wanted to quickly show you what the crock pot chicken looks like that I put on early this morning. You can see the peppers and onions cooked in here, and of course when the chicken cooks it makes a lot of like broth. I'll just quickly show you. You can see there's a lot of chicken in there. What I do is I just shred up all the chicken breast and turn my crock pot on warm because this is done. And I just like to leave it with the lid on to let that chicken really absorb all of that seasoning for about 30 minutes, and then we'll be ready to eat here shortly. And I will show you what it looks like all plated up. Okay, this is what the tacos look like when they are done cooking, and you can see I put cheese and sour cream. You can have this in a crunchy taco, you can have it on top of nachos, whatever you like. I hope you guys enjoyed this Sunday Simple Supper, and I'll be talking to you guys again soon. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll be talking to you guys again soon.